Last year, I made it seem like there was a conspiracy theory about Black History Month being in February, the shortest month of the year and one of the coldest. Upon finally doing a little bit of digging, I found out that the actual origin story for Black History Month is a little bit more interesting than the little conspiracy theory thoughts that I had going on in my head. In 1926, Carter G. Woodson, who many considered a pioneer in the field of African American histories and culture, he established Negro History Week, which was celebrated in the second week of February. Woodson chose the second month to celebrate African American history because it coincided with the birthdays of two people that he believed were very instrumental in the abolishment of slavery: Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. President Gerald Ford recognized Black History Month in 1976, and it's been observed for 46 years ever since then. And a fun fact, it's actually observed in Canada and the UK, so good for you guys. Now, let's run that intro. Cajun Wine, the Red Leo, but you can call me Cajun. Back again with another video, man. If you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button and also leave a like and a comment on the way out, because I always hit the people back up in the comments. You can believe that. And what's up, KRL Squad? How y'all doing, man? In this video, I wanted to celebrate Black History Month by running through a list of the biggest and most popular Black sitcoms throughout several decades. Now, the way this is going to work, I am going to name the decade, I am going to name the show, I am going to name the actors, the premiere date, and I'll give you a few fun facts on the show along the way. Let's get into it. We're going to start our list off in the 70's. And for what my sources say on Ranker, The Jeffersons was the most popular Black sitcom in the 70's. Starring Sherman Hemsley and Isabel Stanford, this show premiered on January 18th, 1975 on CBS. And my sources say this was the best show that lasted 10 seasons and the best show that CBS ever had of all times. Moving on to the 80's, this is my decade, the decade that I was born in. And to my surprise, the Jeffersons still, but I guess to have 10 seasons, they started in 1975, 1985 would be that end period. So I did a little bit more digging because I still wanted to give you the next best. And the next best they gave me was Reading Rainbow. And I'm like, Reading Rainbow was not a sitcom. Yes, there was a black guy hosting the show, but this is no sitcom, so it really threw me for a loop. So again, I looked. And I found A Different World. Now, I kind of watched A Different World, but not really. But let's get into it. A Different World. Actors: Lisa Bonet, Kadeem Hardison, Jasmine Guy, Don Lewis, and Dario M. Bell. This show premiered on September 24th, 1987 on the NBC network. Now, they raised quite a few flags when it came to the little bit of information that these guys had. Most important sitcom, funniest TV show of all times, and the greatest sitcom in television history. Now, I'm not one that's going to bash A Different World because I actually watched it and had a few laughs from it myself, but it's by far none of these. So let's move on to the 90's. Yes. We have another one of my decades, the 90's. This is the decades that I spent the majority of my childhood in. You guys should know by now. I said it. Martin won this one out for this decade, and I can't say that I disagree one bit because I remember watching this show. Starring Martin Lawrence, Tisha Campbell Martin, Tachina Arnold. I still don't know if I'm getting her name right. Tommy Ford and Carl Anthony Payne. That's Cole, if you don't know. This show premiered on August 27th in 1992, which I had just turned 7. And it aired on the Fox network. And I have many fond memories of this show, probably because I actually can remember this decade. One of my favorite episodes of Martin is the episode where I guess they went camping or whatever, or they went to a cabin and there was this big weasel possum rat thing that was rampaging throughout their cabin and they was fighting on it. Oh, good times, good times. But let's move on. Now, for the final decade that I will do on this video, we are moving to the odds, or the 2000s is what we call them, but I've heard them called the odds, and I kind of like that because it's a less syllable. I don't say 2000 this, I say 20. So please, people, please, let's get on board with that. It's one less syllable if you say 20. The Chappelle Show won it, and that's crazy because there were really technically only 2 seasons of the Chappelle Show. Actors, you have Dave Chappelle, of course, you have John L. Rollins, and you have the late Charlie Murphy, who was the brother of Eddie Murphy, who basically were the 3 main stars of this show. Oh man, the Chappelle Show. My old lady didn't like his sense of humor, but that guy, Dave Chappelle, man. And Dave Chappelle has a few Netflix shows on if you are interested and want to go check those out. And this show premiered on January 23rd in 03. So this was the year that I pretty much got out of high school. So yeah, man, it's been that long. That's crazy. But that's all I wanted to share with you, KRL Squad. At this point, I don't know when this video is going to get out, but hopefully it's out before February ends. I already had it recorded. I tried to use my camera again because I figured it was just a fluke of my own. But no, alas, I still have the same problems with my camera. So I'm using my phone. So just bear with me, folks. But again, man, y'all make sure y'all hit me up on them social media sites. All that stuff will be down in the description. And until next time, be blessed, keep God in your life, stay prayed up in this crazy world. Cajun Wine and Red Leo, I'm out, baby.